Watch it with the best dials, part 1. We all know Grand Seiko makes some amazing nature-inspired dials, but how about some slightly lesser-known watches that you might not know, like the Anordain Model 1 and Model 3, which have textured enamel dials, a process done by fusing a powder material to the dial's base by heating them together at insanely high temperatures. Now, I'm not sure the exact process or temperature that Anordain uses, but usually this requires over 1400 degrees Fahrenheit of heat. This results in this somewhat glossy, textured effect, where each dial will be ever so slightly different because of the unique process. This Atelier When Perception, which uses a traditional hand-engraved process using a rose-turned engine, which is a specialized machine that can be operated to slowly engrave the detailed Guilloché pattern into the dial. And even the slightest mistake here means the entire dial needs to be thrown out completely, and they'll need to start over. And you might have heard of Citizen, but not as many are familiar with the Citizen, which is their high-end, almost Grand Seiko-like equivalent for the Japanese market, such as this model, the AQ4103, with a dial made by skilled artisans, placing by hand small gold flecks of washi paper, which is a thin, semi-transparent paper often used for household goods in Japan, and kind of floating inside the dial for this almost 3D-like effect with this incredible texture. Or how about this regular Citizen model with a blue-green dial that uses a leaf lacquer technique, where the base metal dial is made by applying a silver foil followed by a thin layer of pigment. And sure, this one might not be quite as refined as the others on this list, but it's impressively just a fraction of the cost. Which watch dials would you like to see in part 2?